여러분 안녕하세요. 저는 밀리센트입니다. 오늘 저는 한국어로 말할 거예요. No, I'm joking. I'm really not. Hello everyone, Millicent here. Welcome back to the channel and I hope you're having a very good day today. Okay, so in today's video, I wanted to cover the topic of travel, be it travel to Korea and travel within Korea. The reason being, I recently received a lovely comment from a wonderful human in a recent video of mine who was asking about what to expect when traveling to Korea, as they will be meeting their partner here next year. So I wanted to keep this video extremely short and unearth some things about traveling to Korea. So let's do this. Okay, so the question itself was quite vague. So instead I decided to make about 5 questions that I think might target what this viewer in particular was asking. So the first question that I'll be answering is tips on flying to Korea. So one thing that I normally do when flying anywhere in general, regardless of being Korea or a different country, one thing I do, if I'm wearing a watch, I will set my watch to the time of the country that I'll be landing in, purely because no one wants to experience the jet lag, especially if you're here for a short amount of time. So yeah, I will set my watch to the time of the destination. That way I can sleep accordingly on the plane, and then when I arrive, I'm fresh and ready to go, as fresh as I can be. I did this when flying to Japan, as my flight to Japan arrived actually at 8 in the morning. So it was kind of like a get up, get ready and go the second we land. So I stayed awake for the majority of the flight and slept during the last few hours of the flight so that I was ready to go. I hope that helps. Question 2, what to expect when arriving in Korea? So, as we know, we've all been handling this pandemic for a little bit longer than we had originally hoped. So one thing I would definitely say is that depending on whether you've had your vaccine or not, consider the fact that quarantine is something that you might have to go into for 2 weeks when arriving into Korea. Another thing is that when arriving in Korea, you are more than likely going to be arriving at Incheon International Airport. And one great thing to know is that the airport itself has many great transportation links back into the center of Seoul. As I don't know where many people will be staying when arriving in Korea, it usually is Seoul, so this is one great thing to know. Yeah, there are many great transportation links that are either buses, trains, light rails, anything. They all are extremely quick services, and it's so helpful to use and to know. Question 3, Korean. So obviously, being in Korea, you will need to use Korean at some point. And yes, even though many Korean people might know English or some English, it doesn't help to know a bit of the language. Obviously, anyone who's coming to Korea, I don't know how much Korean you know, so I wanted to provide some easy, simple, useful Korean phrases that will definitely help you out. The first word being 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요, which basically is hello. This can be used literally anywhere and with anyone. So, 안녕하세요. Second word, 감사합니다. 감사합니다. So, 감사합니다 is thank you in Korean, and once again can be used with anyone and everyone. Another word, yeah. Yeah. So this is kind of like yeah in English, but shorter, yeah. This is the formal way to say yes. And yes, if someone asks you a question and you understand, you can just simply say yeah, without needing to know too much Korean. Another word, 아니요. 아니요. So 아니요 is no in Korean. So opposite to yes, no, which will be very useful also. Another word, 괜찮아요. 괜찮아요. So 괜찮아요 means it's okay, I'm okay, okay, any of the above. And it's also another helpful word if you don't want to use the more straight to the point yes or yeah. 괜찮아요. Another great word to know is 죄송합니다. 죄송합니다. 죄송합니다 means I'm sorry. So if you accidentally bump into someone or you need someone's attention, you can just say 죄송합니다. So yes. Millie's short Korean lesson. Question 4, presents. So this question in particular is quite specific, purely because the person who commented on my video said that they would be meeting their partner in the following year. And I don't know if that entailed them meeting their partner's parents. So one thing I would definitely say is that when meeting the parents, it's nice to not come empty-handed. So one thing I would definitely say is try to bring a very specific present or souvenir from your own country or city. For example, if you are Canadian, maple syrup would be quite cool. Being British, something, in my opinion, like either like whiskey, if you're of age able to buy, or something like Scottish shortbread biscuits. Something simple, cute and fun, usually edible, that is from the country would be a good present. So recently I met my boyfriend's parents, and our meeting was quite short and didn't leave me much time to prepare. And obviously being in Korea, I couldn't bring something from England. So instead, me personally, I made small pieces of artwork for each of my boyfriend's family members, based on the characteristics that he described of each member. And they enjoyed them quite a lot, actually. So that was my experience. But yes, I would definitely say try to bring a souvenir from the country you are from, the city you are from. And if you arrive in Korea, another great present to bring is fruit, because who doesn't love fruit? Question 5, have fun. So obviously coming to another country or going to another country is such a big thing. And yes, we might have an itinerary of the places that we want to go to, things we want to check out, food and things that we want to consume. But the best thing is to have fun. Sure, some things might not go to plan, but the best thing is seeing what happens in the moment and seeing where the country takes you. So yes, question 5, answer 5, have fun. Okay, so this was today's incredibly short video on what to expect when traveling to Korea. I hope that this short video answered some of your questions on what to expect when traveling to Korea. I hope you had fun watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment below if I answered a question of yours. Yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.